Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please leave a like, a comment or a subscription. Any or all help the series get out in front of other people, and they help the channel grow, so thank you very much to those that do that. Now, in our last episode, we went and we explored the wreck of the Mercury 2, we got some useful pieces of kit, we now have a... Ooh, this is going to be our alien containment tank. We've then got our biofuel, and we have a nuclear reactor, which is giving us plenty of power, as you can see at the top there. But I do want a sustainable one, so I do actually need to complete this, because I have got a mod in play that will move any fish from that any fish that are bred in that tank overflowed straight into the bioreactor, which will be good. I've had one suggestion for the name of the sub, for the name of the sea truck, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not keen on it, so I really don't want to use it. Yeah. As usual, Brits being involved, it was suggested as, what was it, Subby McSubface, and no. Just no. However, the plan for today is to go and get the remaining pieces we need for the prawn suit, because I want to get a prawn suit constructed. So we're going to go on a little bit of an explore, because I can't remember exactly how to get to where I need to get to. So I know we've got Delta Station Dock there, which is the island that we went to, and I know I need to get to the mining facility, which I believe is the other side of the dock, but the actual entrance to it is pretty well hidden. So we're going to have a look around to try and get there, because I want to get the prawn suit. Because then the prawn suit is going to enable me to mine larger sort of resource deposits, which will speed up all of the building, which is good. So that's the plan for today. We're going to head down there. We might not do all of it, because there are a ton of resource deposits down there, so I kind of want to take the prawn suit back down there when we've got it. But we didn't get enough pieces to make the prawn suit out of the Mercury, which was a shame, because I genuinely thought there were enough pieces there. But there weren't. I think we wound up being one short, so we don't need to go super far, but we do need to get into the mining site, because I know there are some in there. And I'm not skipping ahead, I'm using a little bit of knowledge, but if I quickly go into my PDA and go to... where is it? Is it personal log? No, logs and comms, maps, facilities map. So you can use this map to navigate around. So I think we've set up kind of like somewhere around here, maybe. So this is where we're trying to get to. But like I said, I'm not...
Rich crevices detected below. Geothermal activity detected. Caution advised.
Well, that sounds promising. So yeah, we know it exists because we've got the map telling us that. But it's just a case of finding where the entrance is. Clang. Right, okay. So you can see those geothermal deposits. And in the first base I built, in my first playthrough on my own, I put some thermal plants there, and I ran the tether all the way back to the coral zone. So there were a lot. There was basically a big old long string of power transmitters to get it all the way over to the right place. Don't plan on doing that this time, which is why I kind of want to get the bioreactor straightened out. Is it? Yes, there it is. Memory didn't fail me. Tons of these cryptosuckers guys around, which is a pain. Right, okay. The sea truck won't fit in here, which is a shame. Go away! Be gone. So, we are going to have to free dive. Okay, right, let's turn that off. But we should be able to free dive quite nicely in here. There's tons of oxygen plants. So we can top up from all of those, which is good. So we've got... what have we got? The moon pool? I think we've got the moon pool. I think we scanned... yeah, we scanned Marguerite's one. Okay. Don't think there's a huge amount up here. You can't get through those doors, much as I desperately wish you could. So it's down. But look, there's these huge mineral resources, which is why we need the prawn suit to get the most out of this place. But yeah, I remember the first time I did this felt terrifying. Swimming into an abandoned mine, and I'm like, I don't know how much oxygen I've got. But yeah, look, there's just O2 plants littered all over the place. We've got thermal plant pieces, so we can grab those. I'm going to grab the rubies because they are useful. There we go. So we can do thermal if we need. And the purple vents in the area we're at do give out heat. I don't think they give out a huge amount, but they do give some out. So if we desperately need to, we can use those. Here is our prawn suit, which is great. That should be all the pieces we need for it. See, look, oh, look at all those huge chunks. Loads of mineable resources down here. You need the cutter. Power cell. Okay, that'll do. Help build the prawn suit, though I feel I've got a spare one. Got another box. Something we already had. More O2. More prawn suits down here, but now I think we've got... Yeah, we can't scan them now. We've actually got all of the pieces, but there's a pickup. Prawn suit jump jet upgrade. Lovely. We've got PDA.
Oh, hey, Parvin. Can I get you to sign off here?
What is all this?
I don't know. Some kind of measuring equipment? Lil said she'd send someone over to set it up later.
Ah, alien science nonsense.
I wouldn't say that. You should ask her to show you some of her findings. It's pretty interesting stuff. There might really be someone down there.
You ask me, the scientists have too much control over here.
What?
I'm serious. Look around you. This mining facility extracts every mineral your scientists use to make their equipment. Their bases, their scanners, even your little sea trucks.
I wouldn't call them little.
Do you know the name of a single person who works down here?
Well, I know you, Parvin.
Ah, tell Lillian she's wasting her time. There's nothing down here but workers, and we already know we don't spark her curiosity.
Okay, a little bit of the internal politics. Now, I didn't come further down here because I didn't want a voice line to trigger.
Another site found. Perhaps its data will tell me something useful.
So we've got...
I have collected enough data to extrapolate the location of a component necessary to assemble my body. I will provide a signal.
Ooh, we got a body part place.
Signal location uploaded
Yeah,
to
Architect's
PDA.
body cache. So yeah, we're going to need to put all of those together to build a body for Alan. And what he does is, as you find these alien artifacts, he will point body caches to you, so you know you can go somewhere. You can go there if you know where they exist, so you can just stumble there early. But that is kind of how it unfolds and invites you to new places. Now we're pretty much at the end here. Right, so we've got another Altera PDA, nothing to read. That is relating to the first game with the sunbeam disappearing.
Technology acquired.
The headlamp. The headlamp is of limited use, which I find frustrating because it would be really, really cool to just have like a torch kicking around. Yeah, I've got one of those. But it uses the same slot as your rebreather, and so you kind of need the rebreather instead of the headlamp, which is a shame. Right, okay, so I think that's everything we can do at the moment until we actually come back with a prawn suit. We've kind of explored all of this because there's just resources all over the place and there's deposits in the wall, so you can come back here and mine an absolute ton of resources, but we need the prawn suit to mine it. So the next plan of action is going to be to head home, try and build the prawn suit, but I think we're going to have to take a detour because it occurred to me when we did moving day and we moved everything to our new base. Was that PDA there? It is a PDA there. That's about the Aurora wreckage. So that's all a little bit of story to give you, like, the backstory, what was going on with Earth during the whole first Subnautica game, when the Aurora crashed and everything. Just nice little world building stuff. But yes, so going back, the plan is going to be to build the prawn suit. However, when we did moving day, when I'm thinking about it, I don't believe we moved the mobile vehicle bay. I think that's still at the old base. So we are going to need to take a detour back there to collect the mobile vehicle bay to be able to build the prawn suit. So let's just head back in the sea truck. There we go, nice and safe. Oh,
How do humans function with such a fallible and inferior body?
Excuse you? My body is anything but inferior. I work hard for my body to be able to do what it does.
Yes, but its overall form is not ideal. For example, consider its use of primitive ball and socket joints.
Is there anything you don't find primitive? Humans bartered with evolution to get more brain wrinkles and opposable thumbs.
It is true the opposable thumb is excellent, but all corporeal forms are temporary. The ability to be reborn when a body breaks down is paramount.
My body is my own and I cherish it. It grows with me. Humans have one life. We plant trees we can never experience the shade of. We build for the next generation.
Noble, but again, truly inefficient.
You are incredibly frustrating, you know that?
I hope to see the forms of my people again.
you know, just alien insight on how we exist as humans, which you can kind of get that wrapping your head around it. If you are, for lack of a better description, an immortal entity, because if your body breaks down, you just, you know, build a new body and transfer your consciousness in there. You don't really have to fear dying of old age. You really can just... It'd be such an alien concept to not be able to do that, I'd imagine. In the same way that it'd be an alien concept for us to do that, because, yeah, we plan everything ahead. We build for, like Robin said, we build for what's coming up and the next generation. But there are things that we try and do that we'll never see the outcome of, which is a shame, but it's just how we are. So it's, yeah, interesting to get that kind of alien concept, and I think that's one of the things that the writers in Below Zero did very, very well with Alan. When you talk to him, he does feel alien with some of his viewpoints, purely because he is an alien. He does have a different viewpoint, and it's really interesting to kind of see that, and I think the writers and the developers did very well getting that across, because that's going to have been a strange concept for them to do. Yeah, let's see, we left the mobile vehicle bay. Right, okay. So let's go and grab that. And then it's going to be the prawn suit. So pack that up. Right, what do we need for the... Why am I swimming? Oh, are you going to bug out on me? Right, I'm just going to save, just in case it does bug out on me. Nope, there we go, that's behaving. Okay, so for the prawn suit, and we're going to want the mining arm with it, we need that. We're going to want the docking module. We want the drill arm. Okay, so those are our starting bits. So I think we're going to need to collect a ton of lead, which is going to be a shame. Okay. So, we're going to have to stop off at the coral zone on the way back to base, because that is where most of the lead is kicking around. So we're going to need some for the enamelled glass. I think it's one piece for that. So we need a total of 4 pieces of lead. Okay. That is going to be the next objective then. Okay. So yeah, because when we can get all of this, when we can get the prawn suit up and running and we can carry it with the sea truck, that is going to be really good for just like harvesting resources and doing a bit more exploration. Get my tongue twisted there. I'm pretty sure we've got coral for the computer chip, though. While we're here, we may as well just grab it, because we don't want to get all the way back and not have it. Okay, pilot the sea truck again. Okay, so keeping your eyes peeled for some lead deposits. I also really want to get hold of some magnetite, but I think that is much deeper. But we're going to want magnetite so we can get the scanner room chip going. At some point we do also need to build the modded scanner room truck component so we can take a mobile scanning room with us. Because that I'm really looking forward to trying, but I don't think we're quite ready for it yet. Quartz. Come on. All sea truck pieces. That's only going to give me titanium. Sure it's... I don't think there's any down here. I mean, I can't take the sea truck all the way with me, so this will be a free dive. This is going back into that deep zone where we got loads of sea truck pieces before. And we had fun tangling with the squid shark. Fabricator module. Right, no, don't get distracted. We're on the lookout for lead. Lead is what we're looking for. And the problem is I'm not even convinced there's any down here. There's diamond. Plenty of diamond down here. I think we've got some, but I mean, we need some for the drill arm, so I'll grab that while I see it. Come on. I'm not seeing any lead deposits at the moment, which is frustrating. Oh, alien artifact. Missed that down here, I think. I don't think we've scanned this one.
The artifact you found contains traces of information suggesting what has become of my people.
New technology acquired.
Oh, we've got the recyclotron. Okay, well that's slightly handy. So the recyclotron is a thing we can build in our base that will basically break down any components. So if we go, oh, we don't need a battery anymore, we can break down the battery back into copper and all the other bits that we need for it. So yeah, it's kind of useful, but not what I was hoping for. I think it's the next one I want when we get like the ion batteries. No, I'm not seeing any lead deposits down here. So let's leave. Let's leave stuff well alone and just head back up. Come on. Right, this way. Are we coming out of a different hole? Looks like we might have been. Right, more diamond. That's all copper. Come on. Right, okay. There's the truck. Okay, let's... Oh, is that a lead one? Yes. Okay, we've got one lead. Woo! We're making slow progress. I mean, I'm grabbing copper while I'm here because I always need it. Right, okay. Did I just swim past a load of lead thinking it was the copper? Because that's definitely silver. Okay, right, let's get Smoto and head back up. Right, so we're on 3 of the 4 lead we need? No, 2 of the 4 lead we need. Right, okay. That's definitely a lead outcrop. There we go, right. And you gave me titanium. Lovely, thank you. So kind. Let's just swap the battery out. Ooh, cave. Are you going to be good to me, cave? Are you going to give me a ton of lead deposits? That's silver, that's silver. I think what I find frustrating sometimes with Subnautica is you go, oh, I need this resource, and you go looking for it, and you find all the nodes for it, and it gives you the chance of it, and then you're like, oh, I just need a couple more of these, and then it just starts spitting loads of titanium at you from those nodes that you're needing. But It's one of those things you can't really control it. Right, I'm going to have to go back and get the sea truck because I'm leaving it too far behind now. Because otherwise I'm just swimming away and I'm going to need to take it back anyway. I'm going to grab the titanium, give us some expansion capacity. Is that one lead? Did I swim straight past it? I did. No, inventory full. We will drink some of this water. Right, okay. So we need one more lead. Right, let's just drop all of this in here. Okay, right, so we are getting full. Right, one more lead. Come on. Whoa, get myself caught on something there. Right. Come on. Where is it? Eyes peeled, people. It's one of those things. I sit there and I ask that, and I know I've probably driven past about 3 pieces, and you guys are screaming at the screen, "Oh, you've gone past it," because I'll be completely honest with you, I do that when I watch YouTube videos. I'm like, how are these YouTubers so unobservant? And yet you try and do it yourself and you wind up being exactly that unobservant. It's very, very odd how you miss loads of things when you're trying to talk through it instead of just concentrating on what's around you. I'd like to think I'm not the worst and I miss everything, but I'm sure I still do. Right, that's our lead. Excellent. So, now we should be able to head back to base. Because we've got gold, we've definitely got enough copper. Should hopefully have enough titanium for the ingot. I think that should be everything we need for the prawn suit. Okay. And then for the truck module, we've got that. I think we're going to be able to get everything we need, which is awesome. Right, home is this way. Right, so let's head in that direction. Okay. I was going to say, this is also very odd for me because my old headphones broke that I used to use that I plugged into the microphone. So the only other pair of headphones I had hanging around were my noise cancelling ones. So before I used to have like a bit of background noise from like the house around me to just, you know, ground me and remind me that I'm not currently however many 100 meters underwater on a planet on my own. But now I've got these noise cancelling ones and I've got the surround sound turned on in the headphones because I got a Razer headset and it came with a piece of software that lets you turn headphones into surround sound. I've no idea how it works, but it does. And yeah, it does mean that it's a lot more immersive for me than it was over the last few episodes that you've probably been watching. Okay. So let's park the sea truck up because that will charge it. I do love this dock. They've done this so well. And in the original Subnautica, they've put all of the old, I'll say in the old Subnautica, they've put all of the, well, they've put some of the rooms from Below Zero in, like this large room that you couldn't get in the original Subnautica. Apparently they've gone and put it in, which is cool. Right. 9. What is that? What is that doing? Exit base. Why is the mobile vehicle bay kind of half hidden there? Okay, that's a weird bug. What happens if I try and change? Okay, that's very odd. Right, let's try and drop off what I can. Right, organic, you can go in there. Metals, we got lead. items. I'm going to put the ion cube in there, and it won't let me get to the batteries, which is interesting. Crystal, we've got diamonds there. Okay, I'm then just going to quickly close and reopen the game and see if that fixes this. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, and we're back. Right, that was odd. It does seem to have sorted itself. However, what it seems to have done to resolve that is delete the mobile vehicle bay, because that's no longer in my inventory. Okay. Have we got the stuff for a mobile vehicle bay?
Captain.
We do. Okay, I hope that doesn't take away all the stuff that we need for building what we've got. I'm worried it might do now. It's going to be frustrating if it is. But you deal with what you've got. Okay, there's our mobile vehicle bay. Right. Exit base. Swim away for a bit. Right, take that out. Okay, that's odd. It's done the same thing. Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to try and figure out what's happened there. Because I don't know how we fix that. And that's gonna be a problem for me if we can't. Right, okay. A little bit of a short episode. I think I'm gonna have to start reading some bug files to figure out what's going on with it. But yeah, apologies for that. As usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they all help the channel grow. They help get this out in front of other people. If you've come across this bug and you know how to fix it, do please comment and let me know down below, because I am going to have to try and figure out what's going on with it. But other than that, thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you next time, and hopefully we'll get a prawn suit.